World News in 5.
Right now.
News and developments making headlines around the world in 5 minutes. World News in 5. Here on Radyo Pilipinas World Service.
Good day. This is World News in 5 here on Radyo Pilipinas World Service. Namibia may soon have its first female president as the country's elections start on Wednesday. The Electoral Commission of Namibia announced that Vice President Netumbo Nandi Ndaitwah and her party, the Southwest Africa People's Organization or SWAPO, are currently leading their early polls. The 72-year-old Nandi Ndaitwah promised to create more jobs by spending around $4.7 billion throughout her term, targeting around 500,000 jobs. If Nandi Ndaitwah wins, she would be the fourth female president in the African continent, with Ellen Johnson Sirleaf making history, becoming the first elected female president of the continent in 2005 in Liberia, followed by Joyce Banda of Malawi in 2012 and Samba Pranta of the Central African Republic in 2014. Around half of the country's population, or about 1.4 million people, have already registered to vote in the upcoming elections, where 15 political parties are vying seats in the National Assembly as well as for the country's fifth president. Since the country became independent in 1990, Namibia has elected 4 presidents. All of them are from SWAPO. Nine people, including 6 children and 2 women, drowned in Greece after a boat carrying around 40 migrants sank off the coast of Samos Island. The Greek Coast Guard said around 40 people were rescued out of the 50 people believed to be on board the vessel. In an earlier ex-post, Greece's Migration Minister Nikos Panagiotopoulos said, "The shipwreck in Samos, with 8 innocent lives lost, including 6 children, fills us with sadness and anger." On the island of Lesbos, the body of a man was also found by the Coast Guard. The shipwreck happened north of the island of Samos in the Aegean Sea, off the coast of western Turkey. Migrants seeking for a better life in Europe frequently pass through the waterway, with over 50,000 migrants arriving in Greece by boat so far this year. And news from the Philippines Foreign Service Post. The Philippines and India formally launched the joint official logo of the 75th anniversary of their diplomatic relations, which symbolizes the enduring friendship and shared values between the two nations. In New Delhi, the logo was launched by no less than Indian External Affairs Minister Dr. Subramanyam Jaishankar, opposite Philippine Ambassador to India Jose Ignacio and Tourism Undersecretary Maria Rica Bueno. The design integrates elements drawn from both countries' heraldry, with symbolism highlighting the milestone. The number 75 in the red, blue, and yellow of the Philippine flag, and the saffron, green, and white of the Indian flag, and embellished by the Philippine sun and India's Ashok Chakra. Prominent are the two countries' national birds, the Philippine eagle and the Indian peacock, with wings and plumage fanned out to represent the flourishing friendship and a partnership poised to soar. The logo evokes pride in the partnership and close friendship among Filipinos and Indians the world over, mirroring the close amity and intensifying engagement between the two countries. Since the inception of diplomatic ties, and especially in recent years, the Philippines and India have seen mutual trust deepen and cooperation expand exponentially. This manifests in sustained high-level interaction and political dialogues, record highs in bilateral trade, rising FDIs, new milestones in defense, growing reciprocal tourism, and beyond the bilateral cooperation to advance shared advocacies in the larger Indo-Pacific, global commons, and multilateral issues. This cooperation is also taking place in the context of Association of Southeast Asian Nation or ASEAN-related mechanisms, significant in the context of the first decade of India's Act Easy policy and the Philippines' assumption in July of 2024 of the 3-year coordinatorship role for ASEAN-India relations. The joint logo elegantly captures ascendant Philippine-Indian ties now crossing over into a new, more strategic era. And that concludes today's edition of World News in 5. For Radyo Pilipinas World Service, this is Leo Magpayo. Good day.
World News in 5.
Right now.
News and developments making headlines around the world in 5 minutes. World News in 5. Here on Radyo Pilipinas World Service.